EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 30.
That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He completes this one to Mack. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To the air again, Darnold. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
The 24-yard line.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain. And the Steeler first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. This is caught. Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain on the
defense. Didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Is good.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, one set. Check right 54, right 54. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 50, it's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Alex Highsmith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On play action, now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers to Michelle on the screen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Darnold. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So we got man. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Man, lady. Shoot. SOS.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
37-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is Mack on the counter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I don't think you got it, sir. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Switch. Now, lady. Check the backer, check the backer.
Now a run with Singletary. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Faking the give, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Pittsburgh.
On the ground, Michelle. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the carry.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Especially, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Number 14.
Sammy Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Bills 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. With Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
15. Steelers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Michel, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at
credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run it. This is Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Miller.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Michel, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Complete to number
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Michel. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Michel going to try again, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Sony Michel. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. He'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Open space inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Mack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.